I ain't gonna lie to you guys. This one hit hard. And still, a day later, it doesn't feel real. It still does not feel real at all. The shock has not left me at all. And the way that I found out about this is when I was at work last night. Someone texted me, one of my friends, and told me, "Oh my God, Bray Wyatt passed away. This is crazy." Now, for me, my initial thought and feeling was I was annoyed. Not annoyed with my friends, but you guys know me. I'm pretty optimistic most of the time, and people around me know that. The only time I get annoyed or upset with something, it has to be something very specific or very bad. And the first thing that came to mind was like, okay, I feel like these outlets are creating a hoax about him passing away because we haven't heard anything from him, and they're doing this for clicks. And for me, for anyone to do something like that, to create fake deaths just to get clicks or anything like that, you have to be the lowest of the lowest human being. So I got annoyed off of that because I don't like people playing with the idea of death. Like when people say I can't do something or I didn't do X, Y, and Z because someone died in my family and you find out that person is still alive, I can't look at them the same anymore when people do that. I just can't. So when I heard that, I'm just like, man, these outlets are just like doing this for clicks, and they're doing what they do, and it's annoying. I hate when they do that. The other thing that I thought would probably happen is that someone possibly passed away in his family, and because they shared the same last name, they probably got it confused with Bray, or some people again probably used it for clicks and spun it around Bray's name, and someone misinterpreted it as Bray, and I was like, all right, I don't know if I can believe this. And then other people started to message me on my phone. Then I got DMs and things like that. And then eventually someone sent me a screenshot of Triple H. And you guys saw yesterday on the community tab, I was like, okay, I heard the rumors. I hope this is not true. I hope this is not true. And I'll reserve what I have to say because I usually wait things out because a lot of the times the truth will reveal itself. I'm like, okay, this has to just be a hoax. And then one of my friends sent me a screenshot of Triple H's tweet on X, formerly known as Twitter. And I was like, when I saw that, my stomach dropped. I was like, oh no, this can't be real. Not, and I went to X. I didn't even want to look it up because at that point I was like, all right, I know this is real and this is just going to confirm it. And I saw Triple H's tweet and I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And the part that sucks about this, and obviously I didn't know him personally. I didn't know him personally. I wasn't around him. I don't know his family. A lot of people may feel like, oh, well, how is it hitting you if you don't know the person? But for me, like if you know anything about me on this channel, I love seeing people seemingly go into a positive direction in their life. When they're inspired, when they're inspiring people, when they're trying to be positive, because outside of whatever was going on in wrestling, you can tell that he was finding his way to a great place. When he returned, one of the main things he talked about is him coming out of this place of depression, this darkness and stuff like that. And I love seeing people come out of bad situations and learning that there is a brighter future for themselves and finding a way to inspire others. I love that. I love inspiration. So to see him head in that direction, despite of how you feel or how I've said about anything that has to do with his gimmick or his return, that Bray Wyatt, like, and it felt genuine. And I was like, you know what? Regardless of what they do with him in WWE, he is going to be a great light to people who are dealing with the things that he's dealt with, the demons that he fight on a daily basis, the problems that he can't get out of his head on a daily basis. For people dealing with that same exact thing, he will be a huge inspiration regardless of what happens in WWE. It does not matter, but those people that are going to be affected by the way that he inspires them, that's the bigger part for me. That's the bigger part for me. And to see that he passed away, and I know he has so much of a potential to inspire more people, I'm just like, man, he could. I just felt like that he was going to be doing some big things for like other people. Now, as far as his career in WWE, obviously he's like one of a generation type of person. This guy had multiple gimmicks, and you can tell he put his heart and soul in it, regardless of how WWE booked it. I don't think they always booked them properly. I think we all agree with that. But you cannot say that he wasn't inspired, that his heart wasn't in it. And I don't know when the last time we've seen somebody in recent time who is that passionate about creating multiple gimmicks, about creating something new that we have never seen before, as much as Bray Wyatt. I don't think we've ever seen that before. We can say Mankind had multiple gimmicks, just like Bray Wyatt, but I don't think I've seen it at the level of Bray Wyatt as far as him dumping his soul into it, and to be as that charismatic on the mic and being convincing. Every time he picked up the mic, I felt something. And that, and the emotion that he evokes from picking up the mics, or even whatever gimmick he picks, I don't think there's other wrestlers. There's very few that you can even say it's been close to that. Like, there's very few. And I felt like he had an opportunity to have a great future if they brought him back, and he obviously got booked properly. But the thing is with Bray Wyatt, as much as we may say things about, oh, Bray didn't do this right or whatever, what Bray Wyatt was trying to bring to wrestling, and I noticed that as I'm watching, it didn't always work, but he was trying to mesh two things together that really didn't work at all. And the reason why I say that is because the elements that he was trying to implement into a character, whether it be these type of matches, whether it be whatever, are not meant to mesh well. And people may say, well, why would you try that? That shouldn't even work. So why try that? It doesn't make any sense. But that's what happens when these people who are the spearhead for a lot of the most creative things that has happened in the entertainment industry, or inventions that we deal with on a daily basis, the first person who tried to integrate something new that we have not really experienced before, a lot of the times it's going to fail. Like, I liken to what he tried to do. Literally was trying to play soccer with a bowling ball. It's funny as that sounds. It's like, yeah, is it possible to do? Sure, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to pull this off. And I can't think of any other person better suited to try to attempt these things with, outside of Bray Wyatt. But at the end of the day, prayers out to his family, to his wife, to his brother. Like, I know how it is to lose a brother. I lost a brother over a decade ago. He was 15 at the time, due to a heart issue as well. So I know where that came from. I know how that feels. And with my brother at that time, not to make this about me, but it was unexpected too, because thing was, he was born with a hole in his heart. Doctors never knew it. And then once he turned 15, he just didn't wake up. And that's just how it went. He had a heart issue. They said that he had a mini heart attack, and then somehow the hole in his heart exacerbated some things, and then it caused him to pass away. So I understand how Bo was feeling as far as losing a brother. But at the end of the day, man, this is crazy. I was not expecting to hear this at all. I wonder how the Wrestling Wizard is feeling, like the YouTube channel Wrestling Wizard, because his whole channel is typically built around Bray Wyatt, and he's like a huge Bray Wyatt fan. He loves Bray Wyatt. So, I wonder where he's coming from. I should check his channel to see how you feel about this whole thing. But again, at the end of the day, prayers out to his family, prayers out to anyone else. Let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite Bray Wyatt moment ever? Let's just try to put out some good memories of what he left us as far as WWE. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a completely busy week. I'm going to be back on posting videos as soon as possible. Lots of stuff going on here, so it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate that. Take care of yourself. Tell your loved ones that you love them every moment that you get, because every time this happens, it's a reminder that tomorrow is not promised. The next 5 minutes isn't promised. So take advantage of the moment. Try to achieve whatever you can achieve. Try to focus on the positive instead of the people that are around you. And I know some people have mental health issues that make that hard for them to focus on. But the fact that you attempt it, that's still a good step in the right direction. You may not be perfect with it, but making the step into the right direction is a step further than you've made probably before. And if you're taking one step, let's attempt to do 2 steps. And even if you don't make those 2 steps, the fact that you took one and attempted the second one, that's still big. Okay. So hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and rocking with me. Again, let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite Bray Wyatt moments? I think one of my favorite, I guess technically it would be like a Roman Reigns moment, you know, just kind of be a little lighthearted. But I have a bunch of other Bray Wyatt himself moments that I like, that I can't think of off the top of my head. But I know this one moment where Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns were like fighting in the crowd and they were like brawling, and Roman Reigns got he basically got sick and tired of Bray Wyatt's stuff, and he picked up an entire human being and threw it at Bray Wyatt. I don't know if you guys remember that. I tried to find that video a week ago, but I remember specifically seeing it on TV. A guy with a headset on, Roman Reigns picks him up and throws him at Bray. Or was it the other way around? I'll find that video. If I can find it, then I'll put the link in the description because they'll block this video if I post it here. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope everybody doing okay. Prayers out to you guys and your family. Salute, peace. Have a good day.